What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys. Here today I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat these unrestricted free agency challenges. I'm just going to be going over some of the more difficult ones that I found. You don't have to get 5 stars on every single one of them to be able to get this 120 star reward, because we will have to wait till week 2 anyways, so we will have plenty to get that 120 star reward. So if you're not too worried about the 87 overall, then you don't really have to focus on getting 5 stars on every single one. You can definitely just focus on some of the easier ones. But I just want to show you guys how to do some of the ones that I think are a little bit more difficult, and how to do it and maybe get 5 stars for it. So first off is going to be this Richard Sherman. So don't allow a touchdown in 2 drives, don't allow more than 1 first down, and don't allow more than 25 yards. So we're going to go hop into this one, and I will show you how to complete, you know, like a passing one, but I'm just going to show you one passing one, and then you guys can go ahead and use that on all of them. That's the good thing about some of these methods, is once you show one way to do it, you can basically do it for every single one and just go ahead and get the most out of it that way, because throwing touchdowns pretty much is all the same for any single solo that you do. So we're going to get ahead and hop into here soon as this loads up. As you guys know, I never cut, just so that way you guys can see it authentically. So right here, don't allow touchdown in 2 drives. So what you're going to want to do, we start on defense. So what that means is we have to play defense twice, and basically don't allow first downs or touchdowns or anything. So we're just going to go field goal block, switch to punt save. You want to bring that inside the numbers, and if they don't have a receiver on the right side, you can go to the left side. It works the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and fall down soon as you get it. And the quickest way to do it, because we also want to do this quickly as well, you don't want to waste too much time on it, is go right here and just punt right away. So I mean, if you want to throw a touchdown, if you need touchdowns, for instance, you're still working on Pat Tillman's stats, just go ahead and score touchdowns, get rushing yards, whatever you need. But if you're already done with that, like myself, just go ahead and do it this way. And I'm just going to punt out of bounds. It really doesn't matter if you cough and corner punt them or whatever. I just try to work on that, just because, you know, it's good practice. But basically what we're going to do is the same thing once again. And now my Troy Polamalu does have a lurker, or his zone hawk upgraded, or the X factor on, whatever you want to call that. But basically we're going to do the same thing once again, and they're going to throw a bad pass right there. So we're not going to be able to get the pick, but it's still not necessarily a bad thing what we did. And like I said, if there's no one on this right side, you could do the same thing on the left side as well. I just always use the right side, because usually they have a receiver out here. It makes it easy. But if they don't, like I said, you could just, if they throw it to that side, I have Mel Blount over there. He's able to get the pick pretty easily. So the next solo challenge I'm going to show you is actually the next one on the list. You can see right here, though, I do get 5 stars. So it will be this Dion. Don't allow touchdown this quarter, score a touchdown, and then don't allow any points. So pretty easy on how to do this. We just basically want to score a touchdown, and then don't allow them to score at all. So what we want to do is, I believe we start on the defensive side of the ball. You want to get a stop. Then you want to go ahead and score a touchdown towards the end of the quarter, so they basically have no time left. And if you have a low overall team, it definitely makes some of these methods a little bit harder. But luckily, these solo challenges don't seem to be too fast. They don't seem to be ridiculously fast or anything like that. I usually have a really big speed differential even on 3 stars. So even if you have like an 85, 87 overall team, you should be fine. So it will load in here, and then we will go over it. So don't allow a touchdown this quarter. Like we said, don't allow any points either, and then score a touchdown. So there's a couple ways you can do this. Basically, since we're going to start on defense, what you're going to want to do is the base block right, switch over to punt safe man once again. And like I said, 85 and 89 speed. So their speeds aren't ridiculously fast. We're going to do the same thing once again, if we can. And apparently, we're going to get some weird animation, which is totally fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but if it happens, it does happen. Right here, what we're going to do is same thing. If you can catch it on the run like I just did, there's a couple different methods you can do. One is just score the touchdown right here. One is just run the time out to half. If you're really going for 5 stars, I advise just scoring the touchdown right away, because it's really not going to cost you too much time. It's going to cost you basically an extra kickoff as well as an extra point. But you would really have to do those anyways. unless you really time it to score as the half expires. Right here, I'm just going to kick it out of bounds, and the reason I'm going to kick it out of bounds is if you kick it out of bounds, they're going to be on the 40-yard line, and then that way when you get another pick, you can easily run out the time, and they have no timeouts. They won't call any timeouts or anything like that. So right here, we go base block right, do the same thing like I said, and it depends on the speed. If you don't have a lot of speed, it might be a little bit harder, but I'm able to do this even on a side account. It just makes it a little bit harder. If you have lurker, it definitely makes it the easiest, and you can go ahead and fall down right there. Like I said, we're on the other 45 now, so we're not worried about getting too many yards and not being able to do it correctly. So right here, we will go in, and then we do have to just run the ball with Cordell Stewart and make it easy. We're just going to fall down after 6 yards, I believe that was. And then we're just going to have to run a couple more plays to the 2-minute warning, and then we will have to run another play after that. Boom. Get the first down. Like I said, since we have so much yards, I don't like to go to third down because then you possibly go to fourth down, and then fourth down doesn't excel the clock as much. Right here after this play, it will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll just go ahead and fall down with Cordell once again and sim that, boom, to the 2-minute warning, and then we go ahead and do it once again. So you're going to choose inside zone. And then just get the first down, and pretty much would need, I don't even think we need another first down, but if you get one more first down, you're pretty much good to go. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Apparently my Cordell Stewart is cammed up to a 99 now, which I didn't know that. But I'm just going to get a first down because why not? Then you can just take knees if you want, or like I said, just continually fall down. I usually am just too lazy to go switch over to the QB kneel. So this way works perfectly fine for me. And then we just fall down. Make sure you're under that 40 seconds when you fall down. And then now we are able to sim it directly out. And boom, the game will be over and we will win it. Like I said, it's a lot easier when you first score that touchdown just because you do get it over with. But if you don't get it right away, you're more than welcome to sim it or to the end and then score the touchdown right before the half. So we now will return to challenges once we got that 5-star. And then, like I said, I will show you how to do a passing one, which the passing one, and I will show you how to get a sack basically as well. And then that could be used for multiple challenges. So those are the two that I found to be the hardest in a sense. So I will just show you a passing one. It doesn't really matter. Basically throw for a touchdown in 2 plays. We were 77 yards out or 67 yards out. Peyton Manning says complete a pass in your first play. So that's pretty easy to get 5 stars if you're able to score a touchdown in 2 plays. Because usually if you're able to score a touchdown in 1 or 2 plays, you'll catch that first pass. If you don't catch the first pass, you just restart it really quickly since it's like a 2-play thing. And these ones are always the easiest for me, in my opinion, because even if you don't get on your first try, you're definitely just a lot easier just to restart it after 1 play and then go ahead and do it again. But right here, we will go ahead and, like I said, try to score in 1 play. So if you hadn't known, you do get those players that they give you. So for instance, I have Peyton Manning right here. So I'm going to actually sub out Peyton Manning, put in my Michael Vick just because he's better. But if you don't have a good team, they actually will benefit you a little bit. So we can see I have +8 on the outside, +5 in the slot, and then I have like +20 or whatever it was in the middle. We will go ahead and run this, and it's going to be like man coverage. Juju is going to be coming open over here. Man coverage of sorts, and boom, just like that, that is a touchdown. So if it's not man coverage, I always throw the circle on a streak. That way he gets him out of there. And then just like that, you can pretty much do that for any touchdown you need. And it's pretty much the same thing. You don't have to be 70 yards out to go ahead and do it. You could easily do that from 30 yards out. You might have to throw it to different receivers depending on what coverage they're in. But it's pretty much all the same, just like that. And then I will show you how to get sacks, like I said. There's one in specific that you have to get you want to get a user sack on 1 play. I believe it is the Dwight Freeney. So don't allow a touchdown. This play is just for the the original stars, but then you want to get a sack and get a user sack. So I'm just going to show you how to do it. And once again, this is not going to be an every play thing. It might take you a couple plays if they decide to run the ball. There's really nothing you can do about that. You just kind of have to live with it. But hopefully this will help it out. So we're going to go ahead and load up here. And then, like I said, we're just going to want to get one sack on this play, user sack. So you're going to have to user the blitzing guy. And you can pretty much do this on any single sack one as well. Pretty much the same thing. So don't allow a touchdown, get the user sack, and get a sack are the 2 extra stars. And it's a 1 play. So if you don't do it, then it just goes to the next play. So what I do is I click triangle on PS4, left stick, I show blitz, and then I'm just going to use TJ Watt on this right side. You could pretty much use any outside backer you want, but I always like using this right side. It seems to work better. And I mean, you can see right there, that's literally a sack that apparently glitched out. So we do have to replay it to get the 5 stars. And I will replay it just to get the 5-star for you. But you can see, I mean, TJ Watt was literally standing there. But for whatever reason, he just didn't get it. So I always also put him to the inside. I push triangle and then right stick to the left to get it inside. And then right here, we're right here again. TJ Watt will get the sack this time and won't get some weird animation. And then you can see that is 5-star once it loads up. That's 4, and then that's 5. So definitely let me know down below with any comments about or questions about any other ones. I definitely can answer them. These were the hardest in my opinion, so that's why I wanted to go over them. Drop a like if this does help you out. Subscribe, turn on that post notification bell. And as always, I will see you next time.